And a good afternoon to you. Tim Buckley with you, of course, here on Live Weather Impact. We do it every day at 6:30 here on WFMY Plus. Thanks for joining us. We had a little bit of an unexpected visitor today. We expected a couple of scattered showers could be possible. What we got, though, was a solid area of rainfall that lasted for several hours to start the day. Maybe you heard a little thunder to go along with this as well. That was a pretty nice start to our Tuesday. Let's take a look at it. This is the way it was earlier today across the Piedmont Triad area. You can see there was some thunder, lightning, and even some steadier showers too that didn't add up to too much rain, but it was something, and better actually than what most of us got back on our Saturday. Kind of impressive to say the least. And all of this was leftover action from what happened back in Tennessee and parts of the Mid-South overnight. The night prior to that is what I meant to say. All of this pretty interesting. And if you heard some of that thunder, you might have noticed, hey, that was really loud thunder, and it lasted a little bit longer than you would have expected. There's a reason for that. Our temperatures were very cool earlier on this morning, and we had in place what's known as a temperature inversion. Well, what is that? A temperature inversion typically is when you have cooler air closer to the ground and then warmer air above the surface. That's backwards compared to how the atmosphere is usually stacked out. When you have the warm air above the cooler air, it creates a stable layer. And what a stable layer is it provides an environment here where sound waves can bounce back and forth repeatedly. And so in this case, you're seeing that when you have thunder or lightning in place across an area, that sound wave can get trapped and bounce back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, the way that we saw last night and earlier on this morning. So any claps of thunder that you heard were likely a little bit louder, lasted a little bit longer than they usually do. We haven't had much thunder or lightning anytime recently, so it might have been the first time that you heard it for quite a while. Looking live out to the west of us overnight tonight, this is going to be something else for us to track going into tomorrow. We can already see showers and storms kind of booking it. They're moving past Memphis, Tennessee. They're moving through Jackson right now. Look at these warnings too, just huge boxes popping up, headed their way toward Nashville. Bottom line, whatever happens over here is still going to track our way overnight tonight. So, do we have the opportunity of getting some more rain tomorrow? Yeah, we have the opportunity. Is it a certainty though? Maybe not. Some of this could still fall apart over the North Carolina mountains. Let's show you our forecast model for tomorrow morning, keeping in mind kind of missed the stuff earlier today. Whenever we're showing you a model, it's only a simulation, so it's not a gospel per se here. It's just guidance. That's kind of what we tend to say. Guidance, not gospel. So for tomorrow, there is the chance of some rain going into the early morning hours. What could it bring us? Well, the first part of the day, we could see some rounds of rain showers. The second part of the day, as the sunshine comes out, that's your storm chance. And we haven't had many, but there is a storm chance with this heading into tomorrow. As our model indicates, you might get just one or two storms that pop up tomorrow afternoon. But if you do, they could pack a bit of a punch, whether it be with gusty winds, possible hail, and a low-end chance of severe weather. So Wednesday kind of comes in two parts. There is the opportunity for some morning rain showers, then the renewed chance of a late day shower or a thunderstorm. So you have the first part of the day right here. Then you have the second part of the day right there. Two chances to get some different types of weather for tomorrow. A morning round of possible rain and then an evening round of possible thunderstorms. A couple of those that could pop up to kind of finish the day. So have the rain gear close at hand. Keep you up with the forecast. Have our interactive radar. That's going to keep you informed on the go, and a pretty smart thing to be doing. This is all happening with a low pressure system moving our way. There's a warm front component as part of this toward the morning hours. That's why we get a little bit more humid as the day goes on. That'll be something that we're watching pretty carefully for you throughout the day. As those humidity values increase, the chance of storms always goes up. Now, the cold front will cross our area late tomorrow night. Then it brings us some drier weather. Thursday and Friday, both looking to be on the dry side of things. As far as the risk of storms for tomorrow, it's a level 1 out of 5. So this green color for pretty much all of North Carolina, representing a low threat of showers and storms moving around the area. And some of them that could cause a couple of threats. So hail, possible, heavy rain certainly as well, wind gusts, those would be the main things that we'll be looking at. A tornado never completely impossible here, but it's not super likely with the way that the setup is for tomorrow. So we'll watch those things for you. Not overly concerned though, and many of us will not be seeing all that much in the way of severe weather. Beyond tomorrow, what are we looking at for the rest of the week? Well, there will be another opportunity for some rainfall. And remember, I keep on saying opportunity, not guaranteeing, right? This is kind of the difference between guaranteed rain and possible rain. And this is in the possible side of things. So let's take a look here. This would be Friday, still dry that way. But on Saturday, we have a system approaching, low pressure from the south. It'll depend on how far north that area of low pressure gets. There's the possibility that we see this stay to our south or that it tracks right overhead. So for the weekend, Saturday is the day to watch. Some models have us pretty darn wet. Others keep us pretty dry. So boy, I've had a lot to talk about here. More than recently, we've got 2 rain chances for Wednesday, a rain chance and a storm chance. And then going into the weekend, we've got a Saturday rain chance to track for you as well. This is better than where we've been. It's more promising to help our rain chances and help our drought concerns also. Let's see what we can do. 7-day forecast, I'm going to keep us in the mid-70s for tomorrow. Rain showers and pretty cool in the morning. Before the afternoon, we'll be in the mid-70s, watching for a couple strong storms that could be popping up. And then Thursday, Friday, definitely on the dry side. Those are both good days of weather to get outside and get things done. As far as the weekend goes, Saturday has the chance for rain mostly, and especially the farther south that you are. Heading into Sunday, it's definitely dry around our area, and then Monday and Tuesday go back to warmer weather and dry weather as well. Stick around, we've got more action coming at you in just about 2 minutes.